was waiting to introduce you to everyone in the pub.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking maybe a couple of drinks in the pub. Maybe a bit of dinner. Hungry?
Starving.
Good stuff. Listen, I don't suppose you've got a lighter, have you?
Think about. I just have one earlier on, I think.
Go easy. I have one all the time.
It has been 4 days since the disappearance of Diane Robbins, who was last seen out with friends but never made it home. Her mother has launched this appeal for anyone with information to come forward.
Diane, if you're watching this, please just call me, babe. Call me and let me know you're okay. I'm just asking if anyone's seen her, if anyone saw her leaving her friends, then please just let me know where you saw her, because this isn't like her. And if someone has her, if you have my daughter, please, I don't know why or what you're doing, but please just send her home. She's my little baby girl.
So you think he's here then?
Of course he is. He's over there.
You think he's going to talk to you?
Yeah, he owes me.
You know, this avoiding thing, I'd have taken that as a sign.
What?
I strung you along for weeks with nothing, no real evidence, nothing for your story. Then you go along and do your own digging, give him the info, and bam! He gets a drugs bust. You don't even get to cover the story. He gets a promotion and you get shafted. I don't mean in a good way.
Like I said, he owes me.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to say it every single time.
Just can't help it, you know. The first time around was bad enough, but
You think it's the same guy? Or the Urban Ripper, or back after a 15-year break?
Good luck with that one, lads. Got a nice one there.
Screw it. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Give him my love.
it's a long time to take a break, isn't it? But the MO is pretty much the same.
What, so no chance it's a copycat then?
You're only saying that because your girlfriend said so.
She's not my girlfriend.
Oh, well, speak of the devil.
Here we go. Ain't you got a school fete to go to?
Don't you boys have some traffic to be directing?
Look, copycat or not, this guy's got to be stopped.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be right back.
I swear to God, if you're giving her information...
I'm not giving her information. Make a friend, I see.
You know me.
I saw your article in the paper. Never ever found flowers so interesting,
Thanks.
honestly.
You know I wouldn't be writing about that. I'd be covering this story if it wasn't for...
Yeah, well, you broke into a random guy's house.
Which I wouldn't have to do if you gave me the exclusive on the drug bust that I gave you the information.
Keep your voice down. No, I don't know what happened. I kind of got swept up in it all, you know? I'll make it up to you on this one. I promise.
You know you wouldn't have this job if it wasn't for me.
Yeah. I know.
So, what's the story here?
Same as before, same as the others, no new evidence, same MO.
Does Cunningham still think it's the same guy?
Cunningham doesn't care either way. Doesn't think it'll make a difference.
Did you show him the files I gave you?
No, he won't look.
Because they're from me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Is there anything you can do?
No. There might be something, actually.
What?
Look up a Dr. Michael Craven. He's an old friend of the force, friend of Cunningham's. Get him on your side.
And have a look at my files?
Yeah, he was the lead investigator back in the day. Never quite got over it. If you ask me, it's why everyone left the force. But yeah, pique his interest and he'll get Cunningham to look at it.
Have you spoken to the next of kin?
What, mother and sister? Yeah, we're on our way over there now.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Just grabbing some notes for the paper.
You look, I don't need some wannabe reporter fucking up this investigation and compromising it.
So I am firmly here behind police tape.
Best be. Barker, get the car ready.
Sure thing.
And another thing,
What?
I don't appreciate you using your talents to compromise this investigation, manipulate my officers.
Firstly, I would never use my...
Oh, shut it. You wouldn't be the first reporter to fuck an officer just to get a bloody story. But Barker, you leave him alone. I told you to get the car ready, not just stand by it.
What did you talk to her about?
Look, I told her to butt out. This is a police investigation. She's just a journalist. You should stop encouraging her.
I'm not encouraging her.
I suppose you're cosy little chats. You don't discuss the investigation.
So we talk about the investigation, you know? She's good to bounce ideas off of. I mean, without her, maybe I wouldn't have got the drug bust.
But look, I don't want to put in faults in your head, okay? Just remember, at the end of the day, she's a journalist and all she wants is a story.
Fine. Whatever.
Right, come on, let's go and see this poor girl's mother.
Oh, how did it go?
I don't use sex to get what I want.
Okay, let's pretend I was sat in the car the whole time and have absolutely no clue what's going on.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, so you have sex in the brain.
Everyone just seems to assume that because I'm a woman, I must fuck my way through everything.
Yeah, women do get it easy like that.
Fuck off.
Don't worry, I know you have integrity. Well, as much integrity as a journalist can have.
You're such a bitch.
Yeah, you love me for it. Anyway, did you read your files?
No. You gave me another lead.
So, where are we off to?
My house. I need to get some stuff.
Cool.
Right. I'll talk to the mother. You take a look upstairs.
Sure.
Yes?
Good morning. I'm Detective Inspector Cunningham. This is my colleague, Detective Inspector Barker. May we come in, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you sure I can't get you anything?
No, thank you. You and your daughter seem close.
Yeah, we were. Very close since she was little.
Did she have many friends? Did you know any of her friends?
Yeah, she was a really popular girl. Sometimes I go out in the town with her and her friends, not that I can keep up with their level of partying anymore.
Yeah, I know the feeling. How long did she live here?
Her whole life. Who can afford a place of their own at her age?
May I have a look at her room?
What for?
Could be a note or something pertinent to the case, you might have missed.
If I'd have found something, I would have told the other police.
Miss Robbins, you just never know. Fresh eyes and all that, please.
I suppose so. Of course. Upstairs, first door on the right.
Thanks.
Miss Robbins.
Tomorrow I meet Simon. Simon.
What are you doing?
I was just, I'm Detective Barker.
You're on my sister's case.
Yes, your sister. And you are?
Becky?
I was just reading your sister's diary.
Didn't know she still kept one.
You guys not close then?
No.
That's unusual for twins.
So I'm told. I went out to Australia to live with my dad when I was about 8 and we kind of drifted.
Not so much in the way of a social network back then.
Not so much, no. Just makes this whole thing seem so weird.
Well, how so?
I've lost my sister. But it doesn't feel like it. I feel like I barely knew her. She might as well have been a stranger. Is that messed up?
Well, we all deal with death differently. She didn't mention us as Simon, did she?
Not to me, why?
It's just something she wrote in her diary.
Simon. You think this Simon did it?
No, no idea. Just be a friend, boyfriend.
You'd really have to ask one of her friends. I'm afraid I only flew in a few days ago.
Help your mother out.
Actually, it was to see Diane. We were finally going to get to know each other again. But, I guess that's not happening now.
I'm sorry for your loss. If you think of anything, like anything at all, I'll give you my card. I'm going to write my colleague Sarah's number on it. If you can't get hold of me, then hopefully you get hold of her.
Sarah. Is she a detective?
More of a consultant. I mean, you can talk to her about anything you wouldn't feel comfortable talking to the police about.
Why wouldn't I feel comfortable talking to the police?
Some people just aren't.
She don't seem to date much.
Did she mention anybody new in her life? Anybody at all?
No, not that I can think of. But no one mentions everything that's happening in their life, do they?
Ah, Barker, there you are. Do you know I was getting worried about you? I thought you got lost.
No, I was just talking to Becky.
Becky?
Rebecca. My other daughter.
Oh, I see.
I found something in Diane's room, something in her diary.
What?
Does the name Simon ring a bell?
Simon? Not that I can think of.
Did you two ever talk about her love life?
Sometimes, nothing graphic. But she wasn't shy about telling me about people who she liked.
Perhaps a friend or colleague?
Maybe. Maybe her friends would know more.
Miss Robbins, have you got a contact list of all her friends?
Yeah. I'll go and get it.
Thank you. Barker, what's your gut feeling telling you about this?
Something about this name.
Simon, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can track him down.
My name is David.
Hi. You must be a friend of Diane's.
Respect, I was paying my... Hold of yourself. What are you freaking out about? It's just her twin sister. I told you it was too early to come here.
Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah,
You just seem to freak out back there.
no, yeah, well, you do look a lot like her, you know? It's a bit like seeing a ghost.
You two were close?
Yeah. I'm just surprised she never mentioned it, you know?
We weren't so close.
I mean, if you want to, I can tell you about her.
That'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
Tragic news today as the dismembered body of a young woman was found this morning, marking the 6th death in as many months. There has been no comment from police on whether this is connected to the other Urban Ripper murders. We'll keep you updated as this story unfolds.
Dr. Craven speaking.
Hi, Dr. Craven. My name's Sarah. I got your number of Detective Barker.
Yes, I know Detective Barker. How may I help you?
I was wondering if I could speak to you about the Urban Ripper case.
The Urban Ripper case?
Yeah, I understand you were lead detective on it.
Indeed I was.
Well, I think I found some links between that and the recent murders, and I was wondering if I could get an expert's opinion.
Well, I could certainly look it over for you. Are you free later today?
Yeah, I could come over in the next few hours. Is that okay?
That would be perfect. And bring what you can with you.
Of course, I'll see you then. Hi, Dr. Craven. I'm Sarah. We spoke on the phone.
Yes, please come in. So, what's your theory here?
Well, I don't think the recent murders were done by the original Urban Ripper.
What makes you think that?
Well, in the first murders, the victims were all pretty random, both men and women. The only connection between them was that they were all petite.
That's right.
And all the recent victims are women.
Indeed. Anything else?
Yeah, so the original victims, they were all found with the murder weapon. These ones aren't.
Well spotted. And the break between the two killing sprees also points to a different person. It's highly unusual for a serial killer to take 15 years off.
Yeah, that's what got me thinking.
So, why don't the police buy into your idea?
Detective Cunningham and I don't quite see eye to eye.
He never did like the press, but there's more to it than that, isn't there?
Yeah.
I thought I'd found the killer, but lacked any evidence, so I broke into the guy's house. Only problem was he came home.
Boy! What are you doing in my house? Hello? Yes?
Cunningham and Barker came and arrested me. Barker convinced the man not to press charges, but Cunningham wanted to throw the book at me.
You're lucky he didn't.
So you know him?
We worked together for a while. Of course, he was just a regular officer back then. But to be frank, I don't blame him if he doesn't buy into your theory.
Why not?
It could still be the same man. The bodies were presented in a somewhat similar style. And although it's unusual to have a long break like that, it's not impossible. He could have been abroad or in jail. Serial killers kill because of a need that overtakes them, like an addiction. For some, it's the only way they can obtain real pleasure. For others, it's like a kind of ritual that needs to be completed. In the case of our man, it's possible that his needs have evolved with the passing of time, and with it his style.
There is one other thing.
What's that?
The recent murders are almost exactly the same as some that happened in another town.
How do you know this?
I was staying with a friend. It was in the local newspaper. there was just something about it that kept on nagging at me, so I started doing some research. I think the murder is moving from town to town.
How come nobody else has picked up on it?
Towns are pretty far apart, and there's a gap of about 2 years between the murders.
Interesting. That would indicate a very high level of control. Do you mind if I hold on to this file?
No, of course. You think I have something?
I think you might have, but until I've been through it all, I can't be sure. Until then, I can't help you. Excuse me. I'll deal with that. Secret.
I'm sorry, I didn't see
It's
it.
quite all right. I should have put them away.
It's
The murder weapons from the Urban Ripper case.
what? Not the original.
Of course not. Just a reminder of the one case I couldn't solve. It drove me mad for years. It was like trying to solve a puzzle, but without the pieces. I became addicted to finding the answer. And then, one day, I just let it go.
What happened?
The world didn't end. Life went on. And I felt much better for it. That's when I decided to become a psychiatrist. I thought it would be better to help those who are still alive rather than obsess over those who could no longer be helped.
If you're over it, why the display?
It's like a scar, reminding me of the things that can't be changed, but one can move on.
Listen, I'm sorry about this, and bringing the files must be opening up old wounds.
Don't worry, I'm through the addiction now. And if I can help you, I will.
Thanks.
David,
How you doing? You alright?
I'm alright, how are you?
Oh, we could, shall we,
Sure, yeah. So how did you know my sister?
I met her on a night out. Kind of hit it off.
Hit it off.
Yeah, you know, we enjoyed each other's company and saw a bit of each other, you know.
How long did you know her for?
It's got to be a good year.
Did she ever mention me at all?
No. No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Okay.
So, when's the last time you actually saw your sister then?
I don't know, we were about 8 or something.
Really?
Well, actually, we saw each other when we were about 15.
Went well then?
No, it didn't. We hadn't spoken since.
So we fell out with who?
What makes you think anybody fell out with anyone?
You're from Australia, right? No, it's the other side of the world, but surely she could have sent you an email, or you could have picked up the phone.
You a detective?
No. Just interested.
It's not something I'm comfortable talking about.
Why not? I'm the perfect person. Perfect surroundings, nice and quiet.
I barely know you.
Exactly. You could open up your heart to me, you know? You could tell me your darkest secrets. You're not going to offend me. You're not going to disturb me. And if, say, you do disturb me or offend me, go about our business, you never see me again.
Since you put it like that?
I'll tell you what, I'll open up first. My ex-girlfriend left me because I killed her dog.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
It was an accident. Driving back one night and I ended up hitting the dog with a car.
Sounds messy.
Yeah, it was. Alright, so there you go. There's a nice disturbing story. You're not shocked or disturbed, otherwise you'll be on your feet now. Never to be seen again.
Still, it wasn't that bad.
Killed a dog. What have you done?
That's bad.
Come on, what'd you do? Kill her boyfriend?
No, of course not.
Well, did you shag him? You did? That's not so bad.
Yeah, well, I was pretending to be her. And then she walked in on us. And we didn't talk after that.
So how did you two start talking again then?
A couple of weeks ago, Diane started messaging me. And we decided we would like to get to know each other again. And then all this happens.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Listen, have the police got any leads yet?
Nothing solid. Though one of them did mention something about a name in a diary.
What else did they say about that?
Oh, what was her name? Simon.
Well, you're going to pubs, you're going to meet someone.
It's actually been such a good evening, I didn't even catch your name.
Simon. I mentioned Simon.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was it. Do you know him?
Hmm?
Do you know him?
No. She's never mentioned him.
It's getting pretty late.
Yeah, of course. I've had a really good time, so...
Me too.
Do you want to do it again? Can we do it again?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to take mine?
I'll give you... No, I'll give you mine.
You're alright.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'll
Yeah,
send
sure.
you
Text me, call me.
yeah.
Whenever, yeah.
Alright, so...
Yeah, take care anyway.
The number you have dialed cannot take your call. Please try again later.
Sarah speaking.
Hi, this is Becky.
I was given this number by Detective Barker.
Yeah?
I was told to ring this number should I need anything.
Sure, is everything okay?
It's probably nothing, but I have some information that might interest you.
Great, I can meet you in about 30. Just let me know where you are.
Then we exchanged numbers and he left.
And what did you say he said his name was?
He said it was David, but he acted weird when I mentioned the name Simon.
Weird how?
I don't know, it's hard to describe. There was just this look and he said he'd known my sister for about a year, but Mum doesn't remember anyone called David.
Maybe they just weren't as close as he likes to think they were.
Yeah, I know that feeling. What should I do?
Just act normal. Maybe he's just a weird guy.
Right.
Actually, there is one thing you could do. I think it would be good if you met up with him again as soon as possible.
I think we're becoming friends. Well, apparently they got no leads. But they are interested in Simon. No, of course not. Becky thinks I'm some bloke called David. Guess so. It was one mistake. Not me. It's just a name. I mean, how many Simons do you think are out there? Fine. What do you suggest? Hello? Hi, Becky. Yeah, I'm free tomorrow. Well, I'll see you there then, won't I? I'm not leaving without my trophy.
Okay, so now what?
Go home and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yo, Sarah, what's up?
I need you to do something for me.
It's not illegal, is it?
Not in the fullest sense.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Just listen.
Why am I here?
So there's 2 exits in the park. If he leaves this way, I need you to follow him, okay?
Alright.
I think I got fingered for the first time in this park.
Right. You know, I really did not need to know that.
Right, yeah, I think my mate even wrote a song about it.
Cool.
Right, I'm gonna go meet Becky. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi. So you ready?
Yeah, we're just hanging out today. No biggie?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching, okay?
Okay.
And if you see me, don't look at me, and we'll meet up afterwards, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Becky, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry.
Guess that's him.
Hey.
Hey, how'd it go?
You know what? He's a really nice guy. I don't really know why I thought of those stupid things before.
So you guys are like friends now?
Looks like it. We're going to the cinema tomorrow.
Hey. Yeah, I see him. Okay. How are you doing? You're gonna give me a heart attack.
What do you want me to do? Just open the door and get straight in?
How did you get over here so fast?
I've got a taxi to follow you. So which one is it?
It's that one.
Okay, great. Just gonna borrow this, okay?
What are you doing? Sarah, what? What is she doing? Yeah, that didn't look suspicious at all.
What, I was just dropping off flyers.
Right.
So I found a letter addressed to Simon.
Yeah?
Yeah, Simon West.
So what now?
We need to go see a doctor.
No, not a chance.
You don't think it's him?
Might very well be him, but you've got no evidence.
I know, but there's something about him. I know it.
Is that the same feeling you had last time?
Yeah.
And what happened then? Look, you may be able to persuade your friend down on the force to go along with this, but it's Cunningham who calls the shots, and you won't convince him. And even if you did, you haven't got enough to go on. The police need just cause before they start kicking down doors and demanding to search places.
Is there anything I can do?
Not unless you catch him in the act.
What if I did?
What?
What if I found the evidence? You said the police need a warrant to go into his house. I don't. I could find the evidence.
No, hold on. This kind of behaviour's already got you into serious trouble.
I know, but this time it's different. He's got plans tomorrow.
What plans?
He's going to see a movie which gives me at least 2 hours to get in and out of his house without him even realising.
Even so, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah. You're probably right.
So what did he say?
The police aren't going to do anything.
Oh, that's a bit of a shitter. So what now then?
I'm going to do it.
Do what? What? No, babe, not a chance.
What's the big deal?
Oh, dude, only the prison and the arrest and the prison rape. Fist is a verb in the big house.
That's not going to happen, is it?
That's what you said last time.
Yeah, and did he get arrested?
Still, Sarah, I'm not going to help you destroy your career with this.
Come on, Dee, you're supposed to be my best friend.
I'm just a cameraman.
Yeah, and I'm going to need pictures.
Look, I can't help you with this one, okay? Nothing you say is going to make me change my mind. But nothing!
Fine. Then I'm going to steal your book.
No, you will not. No, you won't. You got me this book and you got it signed for me. I can't help you this time, hon. Not on this one.
Fine.
What are you going to do about her? She's a reporter.
What?
The one that's been hunting you.
Nobody hunts me. We made sure of that.
Well, she has. Maybe you slipped up again.
I haven't.
Calm down.
I haven't slipped up.
No need to get upset.
I'm not upset.
In any case, what are we going to do about this girl?
Nothing. She don't know anything. She can't.
But she's seen your trophies.
She can't work that out.
Oh, can't she?
Well, even if she does, what does it prove? It's just a bunch of masks.
Just a bunch of masks? Is that how you see our work?
Of course not. But they do. That's why we use them. They blend in.
Blend in? How are we going to blend in when she's pointing the finger right at you? She could print any number of stories about us and put us right in the limelight. And how's that going to do for our work?
Yeah, maybe you're right. We've got other priorities now. Lovely Becky.
Well, these are special circumstances. Self-preservation. She has to die.
Sarah, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Jeez, scariest moment of my life.
Why? What happened?
I'll tell you about it later. I'm just calling to make sure you don't phone the police.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, it's just like a show home.
Wow, so only things you'd find in a million other homes then?
Yeah, he's just a weird guy.
Good job the boss didn't find out then.
Yeah. Listen, I've got to go unwind, but I'll speak to you later, okay?
Alright, laters.
Oh, pick up your phone, you dozy.
Hello?
Dee, yes. Is Sarah with you?
No, why?
Okay, do you know where she is?
I don't keep track of her, man.
Well, do you know where she's been, where she could be, where she was going, anything?
We went to that guy's house.
Do you know the address? Text it to me, I'm on my way.
I'm not going to hurt you, alright? What I'm going to do is take my hand away in 3 seconds. If you make so much as a peep, cut out your tongue. 1, 2, 3. What's your name?
Heather.
Well, Heather. It's just something different on your driving licence.
Sarah!
Oh, you shouldn't leave that stuff lying around, should you, eh?
I'll keep that in mind.
Definitely shouldn't lie to me either. Then I'll give something. I'm sorry. What are you doing in my house?
Why should I tell you? You're just gonna kill me.
Well, I can hardly let you go now, can I? But you are a journalist, Sarah. So we've done an interview. Go down in history as being that person that's interviewed, what is it you lot call me anyway?
The Urban Ripper.
The Urban Ripper.
I don't like that!
But I digress. For every question you answer, I'll answer one, yeah? Yeah? Come on then. Right. Now, what were you doing in my house?
I thought you were the killer. Turned out I was right. What's the point of doing this if no one's gonna see it?
Oh, people will see it. I've got this camera upstairs. I can set it up and I'll take my voice out of it and I'll put some text on the screen. I can do all that on my computer.
You should go and set it up then.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, you're not going to make a noise or anything, are you? Yeah? Okay. Stay there. Good girl. Shh. What made you think I was a killer?
Your name turned up in a file. You've lived in all the same areas as the killings. Why do you do it? Why do you kill women?
Don't know. Never bullied. Never mistreated. Suppose you can call me an artist. Do it for the beauty of it.
You're insane.
Maybe. What evidence did you find in my house today?
Some loosely incriminating stuff. Now I've gone missing, fingers are gonna start pointing in your direction. There's a box in my cupboard at home and I keep all these backed up files.
I'll check that out later. Next question.
Why did you move here when you know there's already a serial killer here already?
Curiosity. I wanted to go someplace where I can leave my stamp. Maybe make a friend in the process.
Sounds lonely.
You actually think you're going to get away with this, don't you? You know, just because I'm sharing stuff about myself don't mean that you're any more important than anyone else.
Why haven't you killed me yet?
There it is. You know, you're the first person to ask me that question. Usually they just waste their breath. Oh, don't kill me. And like I said earlier, I'm an artist. I take pride in my work. And all the time that your face is bruised, it's delaying me. So, while I'm waiting for your face to heal, I better start moving on something else.
What?
Well, I've got to do something so I know that you can't escape. You ain't gonna like this part, right?
No! No!
Who's looking for you?
My partner. I told him that if I didn't come home to find me.
We're not at my place, are we? Eh?
You're bluffing.
Maybe. Stay there.
Hi, I'm Detective Barker. Do you mind if I come in for a quick word?
What's it about?
I'd rather not say out here. It'll only take a second.
What's this all about, officer?
Woman's gone missing.
I don't know nothing about it. I'll keep myself to myself. Milk and sugar?
2, please. Lovely house, period. Do you mind if I have a...
Fill your boots. I don't like people snooping around my house. Sarah, I'm going to show you. This is my favourite bit, Sarah. That look in someone's eyes just before you turn them around and they die. That's it.
Breaking news today, as police have arrested a suspect in connection with the Urban Ripper murders.
The most important thing is he's off the streets and no one else is going to have to go through anything that me and the other families have been through.
Police have confirmed that disgraced reporter, Sarah Anderson, has actually been...
Babe, I was watching that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be checking my edit.
Darling, you need to get an editor for this.
Editors cost money.
Oh, so I'm checking it because I'm cheap?
No, because you're free.
Oh, is that still giving you jip?
It's fine. How's it read?
Yeah, no, it's good. Can't spell for shit though, mate. But maybe you could have made it a little bit less real.
It's an account of what actually happened.
Yeah, no, I know, but you can spice it up a little bit. Like, you could have a sexy camera woman who saves your ass and then gets the hot guy in the end.
Why don't you save that for your book?
Or you could have killed off the killer.
Maybe.
He's all yours. Well, looks like he's too sick for prison. You know, I wonder how long he would have lasted. I would have given him a week. You?
Hard to say. I'm just glad he's here with us.
Look at him, giving us the silent treatment. He really does think he's something special. Breaking news. You ain't special. I've seen a bunch of them come through here, and they've all got something in common. Nobody remembers them.
Oh, and don't forget about Sarah. I mean, she solved it. Solved the mystery. She's the reason why you're in here. You know, I don't think they're even reporting in the news about the Urban Ripper anymore. Just how Sarah solved the mystery.
What?
We're ready for the patient now.
Good. I'll sort out the transport. Are you sure hospital's the right place for him?
A mind like his has to be studied so we can understand his kind.
Okay.
Might I have a moment alone with the patient?
Sure. He's not going anywhere. Barker.
I'll be just outside.
I'm sure I'll be perfectly fine. Good morning, Simon. How are we today? Well, the doctors tell me that your wounds are just about fully healed, which must be good news. Also, due to the unique nature of your crimes, I'm having you moved to a mental hospital just down the road. It's a lovely place. And there, we'll be able to have many more stimulating conversations. Like the history of a real serial killer.